The oral artist. An oral artist is a performer who creates and shares stories, poems, songs, and other forms of oral tradition. They are often found in different cultures. Oral artist is a performer who uses spoken words to create art. They may tell stories using songs or recite poetry. An oral artist is a person who passes culture as a form of oral art, such as storytelling, poetry, music, and dance. Oral artists have played an important role in culture around the world for centuries, and continues to be, their work continues to be a vital part of the community today. Oral artists use varieties of teaching to engage their audience. They include repetition. Oral artists often repeat certain phrases and lines to help their audience remember the story or the song. Metaphor. Oral artists use metaphors to compare things that are alike in order to create a vivid picture in mind of the listener. Oral artists use similes to compare things that are alike in order to make a point. Hyperbole. Oral artists use hyperbole to exaggerate for effect. Personification. Oral artists use personification to give human qualities to things that do not have human qualities. Oral artists seen are often seen as keepers in history of tradition. They may pass down stories from one generation to the next. They may use their art to teach important lessons. Oral artists can also be used to entertain they may perform in festivals, ceremonies, and other social events. Some most famous oral artists in the world include griots, bards, and storytellers. Griots are from West Africa. They are known to tell very long stories. Bards are employed by people for example, to educate their families. Storytellers are all over. Oral artists play an important role in the communities. They preserving and transmitting culture. Oral artists help preserve and transmit culture by sharing stories, poems, songs, and other forms of oral tradition from generation to generation, educating and entertaining. Through oral artists, you get educated and you also get entertained, providing a sense of community. Oral artists bring people together by sharing their stories and song, and they create a sense of community among their listeners. Types of oral artists. There are different types of oral artists, which their own unique style and repertoire. Some common types of oral artists include storytellers. They are responsible for sharing stories of their culture and history. Poets, they use language to create beautiful, meaningful works of art. They write poems about love, loss, nature, and other subjects. Every poem has to have its like content, topic, something of the sort. Like it has to have an idea. You cannot just write a poem from nowhere. You have to be communicating something. Types of oral, they are singers. They sing songs. They use their voices to create music and convey emotion. They may sing traditional songs, folk song, or their own original composition. Musicians use instruments to create music. They may play traditional music, folk instruments, or their own original composition. Roles in society. Oral artists play an important role in the communities. They are responsible for preserving and transmitting culture, education, and entertaining and providing a sense of community. Preserving and transmitting culture. Oral artists help to preserve and transmit culture by sharing stories, poems, songs, and other forms of oral tradition from generation to generation. They are keepers of their culture, history, and knowledge, and they ensure there is passed for future generation. Providing a sense of community. Oral artists bring people together by sharing their stories and songs. They create a sense of community among their listeners. They provide a shared experience that helps to bind people together and create a sense of belonging. Challenges and future. Oral artists face a number of challenges in today's world. The rise of literacy in mass media has led to decline in importance oral tradition. Additionally, many oral artists are struggling to find a way to connect with the young generation who are increasingly drawn to digital forms of entertainment. Despite their challenges, oral tradition continues to be an important part of many cultures around the world. Oral artists often find a new way to share their stories and songs and audience. They are working and preserve future generations. Yes, thank you. My name is Nancy Mukure. My registration number is bed 050028. Thank you.